Waking up multiple times a night to urinate isn't just frustrating, it's exhausting. And while most people blame late-night drinks, the real issue often runs much deeper. For many adults, especially those managing diabetes or hormonal changes, nighttime urination, or nocturia, is driven by nerve dysfunction, prostate pressure, blood sugar swings, and poor sleep hormone control. But here's the surprising part. Certain natural foods contain the exact minerals, fats, and compounds your body needs to calm bladder nerves, reduce nighttime urine production, and help you sleep through the night. In this video, you'll discover 6 powerful nuts that target the root causes of nocturia, plus 3 science-backed habits that retrain your bladder, rebalance your hormones, and prevent the silent fluid shift that floods your bladder while you sleep. If you're tired of waking up 2, 3, or even 4 times a night, stay with me. You're about to discover what really works. 6th on list, peanuts. For anyone waking up multiple times at night to urinate, especially with diabetes, peanuts may seem like an ordinary snack, but they hold a hidden therapeutic power. Peanuts are rich in magnesium, niacin, vitamin B3, arginine, and healthy fats, all of which work together to support the very organs responsible for fluid balance, nerve control, and nighttime urinary regulation. Each 1-ounce serving of peanuts, about 28 whole nuts, provides roughly 12% of your daily value for magnesium, a key mineral that calms overactive bladder nerves and helps maintain smooth muscle control in the urinary tract. Research shows that low magnesium levels are directly linked to nighttime urinary frequency, especially in diabetics, and improving intake can significantly reduce nocturia episodes. Peanuts also contain around 19% of your daily value for niacin, which not only supports nerve function, but improves pelvic blood circulation, helping to nourish the bladder lining and control urgency. Peanuts are also a natural source of arginine, an amino acid that helps improve blood flow to the kidneys and bladder, reducing oxidative stress and improving urine concentration mechanisms. For men, peanuts may also offer indirect relief by supporting prostate health, thanks to their zinc content, which plays a role in reducing prostate inflammation that can press on the bladder and trigger nighttime urination. Importantly, peanuts support the natural release of vasopressin and melatonin, 2 critical hormones that regulate nighttime urine production and promote deeper uninterrupted sleep. One research study showed that increasing magnesium and niacin intake helped reduce nighttime urination frequency by up to 32% in adults with type 2 diabetes. And let's not forget fiber. Peanuts offer about 2.4 grams of fiber per ounce, which helps stabilize nighttime blood sugar swings. That's important because fluctuating glucose at night triggers hormonal shifts that signal the kidneys to flush out more water, leading to frequent urination. Did you know peanuts contain more protein than any other nut per ounce? They deliver about 7 grams, making them a natural nighttime fuel for muscle repair and steady blood sugar. Here's a diabetic-friendly recipe. Try a small evening bowl of peanut butter celery boats, slice 2 stalks of celery, fill each with 1 tablespoon of unsweetened peanut butter, and top with a sprinkle of ground flaxseed. This 200-calorie combo delivers protein, fiber, and bladder-soothing fats without spiking your blood sugar. Keep the peanut butter to 2 tablespoons max, and always choose varieties with no added sugar or hydrogenated oils. One thing to be mindful of: flavored or honey-roasted peanuts may contain added sugars and sodium that can irritate the bladder or worsen nighttime fluid retention. Always choose dry roasted or raw, unsalted versions for maximum nocturia relief. Now, while peanuts support nerve signals and hormone timing, the next nut goes even deeper, helping repair overactive bladder nerves and boosting the very hormones that slow urine production at night. 5th on list, walnuts. Walnuts may look simple, but their structure mirrors what they heal: nerves and glands. For people dealing with nocturia, especially those with diabetes or age-related hormonal changes, walnuts target the neurological, hormonal, and vascular roots of nighttime urination. Each 1-ounce serving of walnuts, around 14 halves, delivers 11% of your daily value for magnesium, 4 grams of protein, 2 grams of fiber, and nearly 45% of your daily value for essential omega-3 fatty acids in the form of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. These omega-3s reduce chronic inflammation in the bladder lining, urethra, and pelvic nerves, making the nervous system less reactive and reducing the sense of urgency that pulls you out of sleep. Walnuts also enhance the body's production of GABA, a calming neurotransmitter that relaxes both the bladder and the brain, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer, without bladder spasms or anxious awakenings. What sets walnuts apart for Nocturia is their impact on the sleep urination hormone cycle. Walnuts naturally support the body's production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep depth and timing. Melatonin doesn't just help you fall asleep, it signals the kidneys to reduce urine output at night. At the same time, magnesium and polyphenols in walnuts support the release of vasopressin, the hormone that helps the body hold on to water during sleep instead of constantly sending it to the bladder. These two hormonal levers, melatonin and vasopressin, are often dysfunctional in diabetics, leading to nighttime urination. One study found that diets rich in omega-3s and magnesium helped reduce nocturia episodes by up to 38% within several weeks. By improving circulation, walnuts also reduce fluid pooling in the lower legs, a common issue in diabetics and older adults that redistributes toward the bladder during sleep and causes frequent bathroom trips. For men, the anti-inflammatory fats in walnuts may ease prostate swelling that narrows the urethra. One hidden reason why men wake up to urinate multiple times a night. Here's a diabetic-friendly recipe to enjoy before bed. Mix 1 ounce of chopped walnuts, 14 halves, into a small bowl of unsweetened Greek yogurt, 1/2 cup, with a pinch of cinnamon. This creamy, protein-rich combo provides bladder-calming nutrients while keeping blood sugar steady through the night. Something to keep an eye on. Candied or heavily salted walnuts may worsen nocturia symptoms due to high sodium or added sugars, which irritate the bladder lining and promote water retention. Always go for raw or dry roasted, unsalted varieties to maximize their nighttime benefits. If walnuts help restore nerve calm and sleep depth, the next one adds something crucial for men, a mineral-packed seed that targets prostate pressure and bladder control at the root. Fourth on list, pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds may be tiny, but their impact on nighttime urination is anything but small. These green gems are among the most concentrated natural sources of zinc, a mineral that plays a powerful role in bladder control, kidney regulation, and especially prostate health in men. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds, about 85 seeds, delivers nearly 20% of your daily value for zinc, along with magnesium, plant sterols, tryptophan, and healthy fats. Zinc is essential for shrinking an enlarged prostate, which can press against the urethra and trigger incomplete bladder emptying, frequent nighttime urges, or even a weak stream. For older men struggling with nocturia, this prostate-relieving effect alone makes pumpkin seeds a must-have, but the benefits go even further. Pumpkin seeds are a natural source of magnesium and tryptophan, which work together to calm the central nervous system, support melatonin production, and regulate smooth bladder muscle tone. Magnesium relaxes the detrusor muscle, which is often overactive in nocturia, while tryptophan boosts the body's serotonin and melatonin levels, both critical for uninterrupted sleep and nighttime hormonal balance. Pumpkin seeds also contain plant sterols that help reduce bladder inflammation and support hormonal regulation in both men and women, particularly during menopause or age-related hormone shifts that disrupt nighttime urine signals. Another advantage? Pumpkin seeds have a glycemic index of just 10, placing them in the ultra-low category. This means they won't spike your blood sugar at night, a crucial factor since high glucose levels can lead to fluid shifts and increased nighttime urination. 1 ounce delivers about 7 grams of protein and 1.7 grams of fiber, which together helps stabilize glucose levels and reduce the hormonal triggers that prompt the kidneys to release excess urine during sleep. Did you know just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds gives you more zinc than a whole egg? Zinc is crucial for prostate health, kidney repair, and immune strength, especially overnight. One research study showed that supplementing with pumpkin seed extract significantly reduced nocturia episodes and improve bladder capacity in both men and women, with up to 40% fewer nighttime trips reported over 6 weeks. These seeds also help improve kidney filtration efficiency, so your body doesn't retain excess fluid that ends up in the bladder at night. Try this soothing evening snack. Mix 1 ounce of roasted pumpkin seeds, about 1/4 cup, with a small handful of unsweetened dried cranberries and a sprinkle of cinnamon. This combo offers protein, magnesium, and urinary tract soothing compounds in under 200 calories, perfect for an evening bite that won't raise your blood sugar. One thing to avoid: many store-bought pumpkin seed mixes are coated in salt, oil, or sugar, which can irritate the bladder or cause water retention. Always choose dry roasted, unsalted seeds for the best nighttime results. Third on list, cashews. Cashews may be buttery and indulgent in taste, but beneath that creamy texture lies a nutrient profile uniquely suited for people battling nocturia, especially when it's tied to diabetic nerve damage, hormonal disruption, or low magnesium. Just 1 ounce of cashews, about 18 whole nuts, delivers approximately 20% of your daily value for magnesium, 10% for zinc, 15% for copper, and small amounts of potassium and tryptophan. These nutrients play essential roles in stabilizing bladder nerves, supporting melatonin and vasopressin production, and reducing nighttime overactivity of the detrusor muscle, which is often triggered by inflammation, oxidative stress, or poor blood flow in diabetics. What makes cashews especially valuable is their role in repairing and calming the bladder's neurological network. Magnesium helps relax the bladder wall, while zinc and copper support myelin repair, the insulation around nerves that control urination signals. When these nerves are inflamed or overfiring, even a small amount of urine can feel urgent, waking you up multiple times during the night. Cashews also provide tryptophan, an amino acid that boosts melatonin and serotonin production, key hormones that help you fall asleep and maintain sleep through the night. Low levels of melatonin are closely linked with nighttime urinary urgency, and restoring this hormone may help you sleep deeper and urinate less. Cashews have a glycemic index of about 25, which is still considered low, and they only contain 9 grams of carbohydrates per ounce, of which less than 1 gram is sugar. This means they have minimal impact on blood sugar, an important detail since nighttime glucose swings are a major trigger for kidney fluid loss and overnight urination. Cashews also help regulate cortisol, the body's stress hormone, which can spike in the middle of the night and trigger bladder tension. Here's a soothing, diabetic-friendly bedtime recipe: cashew chia milk. Blend 10 soaked cashews, about 1/2 ounce, with 1/2 teaspoon of chia seeds, 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, and a pinch of cinnamon. Chill and drink 30 to 45 minutes before bed. It delivers healthy fats, magnesium, and nerve-calming compounds in under 120 calories. A quick thing to watch for: avoid salted, sugar-coated, or honey-roasted cashews at night. These versions can raise blood pressure, irritate the bladder lining, and lead to water retention that worsens nocturia. Always go for raw or dry-roasted, unsalted cashews to maximize their calming benefits. Second on list, macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts are one of the richest natural sources of healthy monounsaturated fats. And when it comes to nighttime urination, that matters more than most people realize. Frequent urination at night isn't just about the bladder. It's often driven by hormonal imbalances, nerve misfiring, poor kidney signaling, and nighttime blood sugar crashes. Macadamia nuts tackle each of these root causes with a unique combination of calming fats, magnesium, and inflammation-fighting compounds. A 1 ounce serving, roughly 10 to 12 whole macadamia nuts, contains around 58% of your daily value for monounsaturated fats, 9% for magnesium, and small but valuable amounts of copper, manganese, and B vitamins. These nutrients help reduce bladder muscle tension, relax pelvic nerves, and restore the hormone rhythm that keeps urine production low while you sleep. What makes macadamias stand out for nocturia is their direct impact on vasopressin, the hormone that tells your kidneys to concentrate urine and retain water during sleep. Magnesium and healthy fats in macadamias support the release and function of vasopressin, helping your body reduce urine volume naturally without disrupting hydration. At the same time, their rich fat content helps prevent nocturnal hypoglycemia, low blood sugar at night, which is a major trigger of cortisol spikes, bladder pressure, and sudden awakenings. In people with diabetes, this blood sugar-fat balance is especially valuable for reducing nighttime urinary frequency. The anti-inflammatory effects of macadamia oil also extend to the bladder lining and urinary nerves, reducing irritation and overactivity that can cause false urgency signals even when the bladder isn't full. Macadamia nuts have a glycemic index close to 0, meaning they don't raise blood sugar levels at all. Their carb content is extremely low, just 4 grams per ounce, including 2.5 grams of fiber, which helps steady insulin and prevents the glucose swings that contribute to nighttime fluid loss. One research study found that diets rich in monounsaturated fats like those in macadamias helped regulate nocturnal vasopressin secretion and reduce overactive bladder symptoms in adults. For a calming nighttime snack, blend 1 ounce of macadamia nuts with 1/2 banana and 3/4 cup of unsweetened oat or almond milk for a creamy bedtime smoothie. It delivers healthy fats and bladder-calming nutrients in under 180 calories without disturbing your blood sugar. A quick word of advice. Macadamias are calorie-dense, so stick to just 1 ounce at night. Eating too many may lead to slowed digestion or excess fat intake, which can interfere with deep sleep if consumed too close to bedtime. First on list, almonds. Almonds are one of the most powerful natural tools for people struggling with nocturia, especially when it's rooted in nerve hypersensitivity, poor sleep, or hormone imbalances. Just 1 ounce of almonds, about 23 whole nuts, delivers a remarkable 20% of your daily value for magnesium, 37% for vitamin E, 17% for riboflavin, vitamin B2, and nearly 13% for phosphorus, along with 6 grams of protein and 3.5 grams of fiber. This unique combination of nutrients supports every system that plays a role in nighttime urination: the bladder nerves, kidney hormones, prostate balance, and even sleep regulation. Magnesium in particular plays a starring role. It relaxes the detrusor muscle in the bladder, calms peripheral nerves, and helps reset the brain's signaling so your body stops interpreting minor sensations as urgent. Almonds also support vasopressin, the hormone responsible for slowing down urine production at night. In diabetics, vasopressin is often suppressed due to blood sugar instability, leading to increased nighttime urine output. Almonds help correct this by offering slow-burning energy, fiber, and fat, nutrients that stabilize glucose and insulin patterns overnight. This prevents the hormonal confusion that tells your kidneys to keep flushing water even when you're resting. Almonds also offer antioxidant protection to the bladder lining, and their vitamin E content helps reduce inflammation in the pelvic floor and prostate region, particularly important for older adults. One study noted that magnesium and B2-rich foods like almonds helped reduce nighttime urination episodes by up to 31%, especially in people who had both overactive bladder and light sleep disorders. Their glycemic index is just 15, placing them firmly in the low GI category. Their high fiber and fat content ensure a slow, stable glucose release, perfect for preventing nighttime glucose drops that can trigger bladder spasms or adrenaline spikes that wake you up. They also support melatonin pathways indirectly through magnesium and riboflavin synergy, helping your body enter a deeper sleep cycle where bladder signaling becomes less frequent. Here's a simple, sleep-friendly snack. Enjoy 1 tablespoon of almond butter on a small multigrain rice cake or a few apple slices about 45 minutes before bed. This delivers a gentle, filling combo that supports glucose balance, hormone stability, and bladder calm without overloading calories. Here's something to consider. Flavored or sweetened almonds, like chocolate-covered or honey-roasted types, often contain added sugars and preservatives that can irritate the bladder or trigger insulin spikes. Stick to raw or dry-roasted, unsalted almonds for the best nocturia-fighting results. Habits to help stop nocturia. Number 1, time your fluids smartly. It's not just how much water you drink, it's when you drink it that matters most. If you're hydrating heavily after 6 or 7 p.m., your kidneys will still be actively filtering fluid long into the night. leading to increased bladder pressure while you sleep. Instead, aim to finish at least 80% of your fluid intake before 6 p.m. and sip only small amounts afterward. That gives your kidneys time to process and reduce urine volume naturally. Also, limit fluids at least 1 to 1.5 hours before bedtime, especially if they contain caffeine, sugar, or alcohol, all of which irritate the bladder lining and increase urine production. Number 2, support nerves with sleep. Bladder overactivity often isn't due to excess urine. It's the nerves misfiring. Magnesium-rich habits, like eating a magnesium-rich bedtime snack, such as almonds or pumpkin seeds, and keeping a consistent sleep routine, can retrain these nerves to stay calm overnight. Irregular bedtimes confuse the brain's hormone cycles, especially vasopressin, which tells the kidneys to slow urine output during sleep. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, combined with bladder-calming nutrients like magnesium and omega-3s, can gradually reduce nocturnal urgency by supporting proper nerve communication and hormonal timing. Number 3, elevate legs to prevent nighttime urine shift. Here's a powerful habit most people overlook. Elevate your legs for 20 to 30 minutes in the evening. During the day, especially if you sit or stand for long periods, fluid pools in the lower legs. When you lie down to sleep, that fluid shifts upward toward your kidneys and bladder, triggering early night urination. By propping your legs up on a pillow or using gentle ankle movements to stimulate circulation before bed, you help your body move that fluid earlier, before sleep begins. This simple step can lead to a noticeable drop in nighttime bathroom trips, especially when combined with the right anti-inflammatory foods. Final thought. If you're tired of waking up multiple times each night, remember, your body can heal with the right support. The right foods, calming nutrients, and a few smart nighttime habits can make all the difference. It's not just about sleep. It's about restoring balance to your nerves, hormones, and bladder from within. If this video helped you, give it a like, share it with someone who needs better nights, and don't forget to subscribe for more science-backed solutions. And before you go, drop a comment below and let us know where you're watching from. It's always inspiring to see how far this health journey is reaching. Did you know that over 70% of adults with diabetes experience nighttime urination at least twice a night? And nearly half of them don't realize it's linked to nerve damage, kidney strain, or hormone imbalances? The truth is, Nocturia isn't just about the bladder. It's a signal that your internal systems need healing. But here's the good news. Certain natural foods, especially specific nuts, can target the very root causes of this problem. In this video, we reveal the top 3 science-backed nuts that help stop frequent urination at night by calming bladder nerves, supporting kidney rhythm, balancing melatonin and ADH, and improving insulin control. And stay with us, you'll also get a diabetic-friendly evening recipe designed to help you sleep through the night naturally. First on list, walnuts. What if one simple, brain-shaped nut could help calm your bladder, reduce kidney pressure, support your nerves, balance your sleep hormones, and finally help you sleep through the night without rushing to the bathroom every few hours? That's not an exaggeration. It's the healing power of the walnut. For diabetics struggling with nocturia, the root problem usually goes beyond the bladder. It's a combination of tired kidneys, weak nerve signals, poor blood flow, low melatonin levels, and unstable blood sugar. Walnuts target every one of those issues, making them one of the best natural remedies for nighttime urination problems. Let's begin with how they help your nerves. Diabetics often deal with damaged nerves that control bladder muscles, a condition called diabetic neuropathy. This makes the bladder overactive or unresponsive, causing urgency and poor control at night. Walnuts are rich in plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, delivering about 2.5 grams per ounce, or 156% of your daily value. These healthy fats reduce inflammation and help repair the thin coating around nerves so signals between your brain and bladder stay strong. Walnuts also contain antioxidants like vitamin E and ellagic acid, which protect these nerves from further damage. This calms bladder spasms and improves your ability to hold urine overnight. Now let's look at how walnuts help your sleep and hormone balance. Many people with nocturia don't produce enough antidiuretic hormone, ADH, during sleep. the hormone that tells your kidneys to slow down urine production. This is often tied to low melatonin, especially in older adults and diabetics. Walnuts naturally support both. They contain tryptophan, a nutrient your body turns into serotonin and melatonin. They also provide magnesium, 45 milligrams per ounce, or 10% of the daily value, which helps your brain make melatonin and relaxes muscles, including the bladder. Eating walnuts in the evening helps you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. That deep sleep allows your body to release more ADH, so your kidneys stop overproducing urine while you rest. But what about your kidneys themselves? Walnuts are also helpful here. In diabetes, kidneys often work harder than they should, especially at night, causing a condition called nocturnal polyuria, where excess fluid is released during sleep. Walnuts contain potassium, 125 milligrams per ounce, which balances sodium, improves kidney filtration, and reduces swelling. Their polyphenols help cool down inflammation inside the kidneys, which protects the filtering units known as nephrons. Some research shows that regular walnut intake can lower a protein in the urine called albumin, which is a sign of kidney stress. That's a big win for long-term kidney health and less nighttime output. Let's not forget the bladder and prostate circulation. Walnuts improve blood flow to the pelvic region, including the bladder, prostate, and pelvic nerves. This supports muscle control and reduces pressure. In men, especially those over 50, an enlarged prostate is a common reason for frequent urination. Walnuts help reduce inflammation in the prostate and improve hormone balance by lowering DHT, a hormone that contributes to prostate growth. In women, walnuts also support progesterone and melatonin production, which are both needed for bladder calm and hormone balance after menopause. There's also a gut-bladder connection many people overlook. Walnuts are high in fiber, 2 grams per ounce, which helps regulate your digestive system. When digestion is smooth, pressure on the bladder is reduced, and because they stabilize blood sugar, they help prevent another common cause of nocturia in diabetics, osmotic diuresis, where the kidneys flush out excess sugar by making more urine. Walnuts have only 4 grams of total carbs, with 2 grams of fiber, meaning they have just 2 grams of net carbs. Their glycemic index is nearly 0, which means no spikes in blood sugar, no overworked kidneys, and no middle-of-the-night glucose crash. Here's a common myth. Walnuts are fattening and raise cholesterol. That's outdated. The 18 grams of fat per ounce in walnuts are mostly healthy, polyunsaturated fats. These fats lower bad cholesterol, reduce inflammation, and improve insulin sensitivity. In fact, one research study found that eating walnuts daily helped people with type 2 diabetes lower their HbA1c by up to 0.5%, while also improving sleep and blood flow. That's not just symptom relief, it's real internal healing. Here's a diabetic-friendly recipe you can try. The cinnamon walnut sleep bowl. Mix 3 tablespoons, about 0.5 ounces, of crushed walnuts with 1/2 cup plain Greek yogurt, a pinch of cinnamon, and a few slices of green apple or kiwi. This snack delivers sleep-supporting nutrients, balances sugar levels, and reduces bladder irritation, all in one bowl. Eat it about 90 minutes before bedtime for best results. One helpful tip, always choose raw or dry roasted, unsalted walnuts. Salted, sugar-coated, or chocolate-dipped versions can irritate the bladder and throw off your blood sugar. Stick to 1 ounce per night or about 14 walnut halves. This is enough to get the benefits without adding too many calories or fats. Also, if you're allergic to tree nuts or taking blood thinners, talk to your doctor before making walnuts a daily habit. And here's something fascinating. Walnuts also protect your brain. The part of your brain called the hippocampus, which controls memory and sleep rhythms, also influences bladder signals. Walnuts help protect this area from aging and inflammation, which may explain why they support both better sleep and stronger bladder control in older adults. Before we dive into the next nut, where are you watching from today? Drop your city or country in the comments below. It's always inspiring to see how far this video is reaching and how many lives we're helping. Second on list, almonds. Soft, satisfying, and loaded with more than just crunch. Almonds are one of nature's most complete foods for restoring control over nighttime urination. For diabetics struggling with nocturia, almonds offer targeted healing for the nervous system, kidneys, sleep hormones, and muscle tone of the bladder, all while keeping blood sugar levels stable through the night. Whether your nocturia stems from nerve damage, hormonal imbalance, weak pelvic muscles, or kidney overactivity, almonds bring a quiet strength to every system involved in holding urine overnight. This isn't just a snack, it's a natural therapy in every handful. Let's begin where most people overlook, the bladder nerves. In diabetes, chronic high blood sugar damages the nerves that communicate between the bladder and brain, leading to diabetic autonomic neuropathy. This can cause the bladder to misfire, spasm, or feel full when it's not, especially at night. Almonds help protect and restore these nerve signals. They contain riboflavin, 0.3 milligrams per ounce, about 25% of the daily value, and vitamin E, 7.3 milligrams per ounce, or 48% of the daily value, both crucial antioxidants that preserve nerve tissue from oxidative stress. In fact, vitamin E is one of the few nutrients that can cross into nerve membranes and calm inflammation from the inside out. Almonds also deliver magnesium, 76 milligrams per ounce, 18% of the daily value, which helps relax the muscles around the bladder wall and smooth over twitchy, overactive nerve responses that wake you up to urinate. Now let's turn to pelvic floor support. These muscles, which act like a hammock holding up your bladder and other organs, often weaken with age, childbirth, or diabetes-related muscle loss. When they sag or lose tone, the bladder feels heavier and more prone to urgency. The magnesium, potassium, 208 milligrams per ounce, 4% of the daily value, and calcium, 76 milligrams per ounce, 6% of the daily value, in almonds help maintain proper muscle contraction and relaxation, especially important during sleep, when those muscles need to hold urine steadily for several hours without interruption. This makes almonds a natural ally for both men and women dealing with weak bladder control after age 50. But what really sets almonds apart is how they support your nighttime hormone cycle, especially the hormones that affect urination. During deep sleep, your brain is supposed to release antidiuretic hormone ADH, which signals your kidneys to slow down urine production. For this to happen, your melatonin levels need to be in sync, and that's where almonds shine. They contain tryptophan, an amino acid that converts into serotonin and then into melatonin, helping your body fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Almonds also help your brain generate more GABA, gamma-aminobutyric acid, a calming neurotransmitter that quiets the overactive nerve signals that often cause false alarms in the bladder. Together, this hormone and neurotransmitter duo helps your body produce less urine, sleep more deeply, and react less urgently to bladder sensations during the night. What about the kidneys? Almonds help here too. High blood sugar forces the kidneys to work overtime, especially at night when blood pressure drops and filtration becomes more active. This can lead to nocturnal polyuria, a condition where your body makes more urine during sleep than it should. Almonds help regulate this. Their potassium and magnesium content reduces kidney inflammation, eases sodium buildup, and supports more daytime urine output, so the kidneys don't push out excess fluid at night. Their healthy fats also improve vascular function in the kidneys, reducing the risk of diabetic nephropathy. And here's where almonds really shine for diabetics. They have an ultra-low glycemic index, GI of 0 to 10, with 6 grams of total carbs and 3.5 grams of fiber per ounce, meaning only 2.5 grams of net carbs. That's extremely blood sugar friendly. Because they contain 6 grams of protein and 14 grams of fat, they slow digestion and blunt glucose spikes when eaten in the evening. This prevents osmotic diuresis, a condition where your body flushes out sugar through the urine, one of the most common causes of nocturia in uncontrolled diabetes. Almonds help stabilize insulin response while you sleep, so your kidneys don't need to compensate with excess fluid loss. Here's a common myth. Almonds are too calorie dense to eat at night. While it's true that 1 ounce of almonds contains about 160 calories, those calories come packed with healing. Studies have shown that almonds reduce overnight hunger, stabilize cortisol, and improve melatonin rhythm, especially when consumed a couple of hours before bed. And because they're rich in fiber and healthy fats, they actually reduce late-night snacking and support weight loss, both of which help reduce nocturia symptoms. One study even found that eating almonds improves sleep duration and quality in older adults with type 2 diabetes, while also improving next morning fasting glucose levels. Here's a simple, effective recipe. Almond sleep smoothie. Blend 1/2 cup unsweetened almond milk, 1 tablespoon almond butter, 1/4 banana, a dash of cinnamon, and a pinch of nutmeg. This relaxing blend supports sleep, bladder calm, and blood sugar stability without any irritation. Drink it 60 to 90 minutes before bed to allow the tryptophan, magnesium, and melatonin-boosting compounds to take effect. It's naturally sweet, nutrient-rich, and perfect for your nighttime routine. Did you know? Soaking almonds for 6 to 8 hours boosts their nutrient absorption, especially magnesium and tryptophan, which support better sleep and bladder control. Here's something most people don't know. Almonds even help increase blood flow to the pelvic region, including the bladder and prostate. This means more oxygen and nutrients reach the muscles and nerves that support bladder control, making them stronger and more efficient over time. One important heads up: always choose raw, dry roasted, or lightly unsalted almonds. Avoid chocolate-coated or honey-roasted varieties, as they often contain added sugars and chemicals that irritate the bladder and spike glucose. Also, stick to 1 ounce per evening, about 23 whole almonds. That's the sweet spot for healing without overdoing calories or fats. Third on list, pumpkin seed. If there's one tiny seed that delivers big-time relief from nighttime urination, it's the pumpkin seed. Don't let its size fool you. These green nutritional gems have been used in traditional remedies and modern science for their powerful effects on bladder function, prostate health, nerve control, and kidney balance. For diabetics dealing with nocturia, pumpkin seeds offer one of the most complete food-based solutions. They're not only rich in the nutrients that stabilize blood sugar and reduce kidney strain, but they also work deep in the nervous system and hormonal pathways to help your body sleep through the night, without interruption from bladder signals. Let's start with the bladder itself. Pumpkin seeds are one of the rare foods that support both the muscle function and nerve communication of the bladder wall. They contain phytosterols, especially beta-sitosterol, which strengthen the detrusor muscle, the muscle that helps contract and relax the bladder. For diabetics and older adults, this muscle often becomes overactive or weak, leading to nighttime urgency. At the same time, pumpkin seeds deliver a generous amount of magnesium, 150 milligrams per ounce, 36% of your daily value, which helps both muscles and nerves relax, reducing spasms and misfired signals that wake you up to urinate. But the benefits don't stop there. Pumpkin seeds are also a natural source of glutamate, an amino acid that your body converts into GABA, gamma-aminobutyric acid, a calming brain chemical. GABA acts like a soothing brake on the nervous system, quieting the overactive bladder signals that often spike during the night. This nerve-calming effect makes it easier for your bladder to stay relaxed and for your brain to ignore false urgency alarms that are common in diabetic neuropathy. Combined with their high magnesium content, this GABA-boosting benefit helps create a more stable connection between your nervous system and your urinary system, something that medications often miss. For people whose nighttime urination stems from weak pelvic floor muscles, pumpkin seeds offer another layer of support. These muscles, which help control the bladder's ability to hold urine, often become weakened in diabetics, postmenopausal women, or anyone with nerve damage or aging connective tissue. The magnesium, potassium, and zinc in pumpkin seeds help improve muscle tone and responsiveness. This is critical for bladder control, especially when lying down, when gravity no longer helps and weak muscles are more likely to let urine leak or trigger urgency. By restoring mineral balance and reducing inflammation in the pelvic region, pumpkin seeds strengthen the muscles that hold urine in longer and more comfortably. If prostate health is part of the problem, as it is for many men over 50, pumpkin seeds offer direct support. They're rich in zinc, 2.2 milligrams per ounce, 20% of the daily value, which is essential for reducing inflammation in the prostate gland. Enlarged prostates can press against the urethra and bladder, making it harder to empty fully and causing frequent wake-ups to urinate. Studies have shown that pumpkin seed extract can reduce prostate swelling, improve urine flow, and decrease nighttime urination episodes in men with benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH. Beta-sitosterol, found naturally in these seeds, has been shown to support hormonal balance in the prostate and bladder tissue. For women, especially those going through hormonal shifts, pumpkin seeds are equally helpful. Their natural plant compounds mimic the effects of estrogen and progesterone in the body, helping balance hormones that regulate bladder tension and melatonin production. This is important because when hormones like estrogen and progesterone drop, so does the bladder's ability to hold urine calmly. These seeds provide gentle support without raising blood sugar, making them ideal for diabetic women who want to manage hormonal nocturia symptoms naturally. Pumpkin seeds also help you reach a deeper sleep, and that's key. Most people don't realize this, but your body releases the most antidiuretic hormone, ADH, during stage 3 deep sleep. The part of the night when your brain tells your kidneys to slow urine production. Pumpkin seeds help you reach this stage faster by supporting melatonin production through tryptophan, relaxing your muscles with magnesium, and boosting GABA to calm the mind. The result? Less kidney stimulation, less urine made during sleep, and a higher chance of staying asleep through the night. And if you're dealing with kidney stress, pumpkin seeds come to the rescue again. They're rich in potassium, 226 milligrams per ounce, and antioxidants like vitamin E and lignans, which help reduce inflammation in the nephrons, the microscopic filters inside your kidneys. This improves your body's ability to concentrate urine and lowers the risk of nocturnal polyuria, where too much urine is produced overnight. They also support fluid balance by gently encouraging the kidneys to work during the day instead of overnight. Of course, let's not forget their diabetic benefits. Pumpkin seeds contain just 4 grams of total carbs per ounce, with 2 grams of fiber, giving them a net carb load of just 2 grams and a glycemic index under 10. That means they're safe for blood sugar control, especially at night. Their combination of 7 grams of protein and healthy fats slows digestion, keeps glucose stable overnight, and prevents glucose-triggered urination. Try this healing recipe, bladder-calming pumpkin sleep mix. Combine 2 tablespoons of raw pumpkin seeds, a tablespoon of crushed walnuts, and a pinch of cinnamon with a few slices of fresh pear or green apple. Eat it 90 minutes before bedtime and pair it with a small cup of warm, unsweetened almond milk to enhance magnesium absorption. This relaxing blend supports bladder tone, hormone rhythm, nerve calm, and sugar stability, all in one soothing snack. Here's one helpful reminder. Stick with unsalted, raw, or dry roasted pumpkin seeds. Flavored or heavily salted versions may irritate the bladder and raise blood pressure. And if you've had oxalate kidney stones, talk to your doctor before consuming them daily. For everyone else, 1/2 to 1 ounce per night is the perfect healing range. Final thought. If just a handful of the right nut can calm your bladder, protect your kidneys, soothe your nerves, and help you finally sleep through the night, why not make it part of your healing routine? Whether you're managing diabetes, prostate issues, or just tired of waking up hourly. These nuts are simple, science-backed tools your body will thank you for. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss the next step on your journey to better nights and better health. And let us know in the comments, which of these 3 are you excited to try first tonight?